What's up, you guys? Man, this is the Cassanova boxing pit where there's no scorecards, no judges, no corners, just all facts. Appreciate y'all for joining me today, man. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell to get notified every time I drop a vid, man. We are here. We are back. We are here. We are back. I just want to discuss a couple things today, man. Try not to be for you too long, but I got some stuff I need to get off my chest and talk about. Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson signing the Zuffa boxing. Big news, man, coming out of there, man. Dana White has got Shakur Stevenson to sign on Zuffa. They're allowing these guys to take control of their careers, and they're paying them a lot of money. And so I'm down for it. I don't think that Zuffa is protective custody as much as I thought it was. They kind of breaking down. It kind of was broken down to me what Zuffa boxing is really about and what it is. It is its own entity, but they all eat off the same table. They do. They all go to Turkey. All the money is funded by Turkey. Al Sheikh. So shout out to him because he's making all the fights happen. And so, like I was listening to Shakur talk about it, he said, listen, we all have to go through Turkey. And so at the end of the day, if that's the case, any fight can be made if you want the fight to be made. If the fight ain't getting made, it's because you don't want the fight to happen. And so, definitely like to hear that part. I like to see people getting their money, and I like to see people getting, their appreciation and everything like that. But as far as Zuffa Boxing League, they are starting to get a couple guys on the roster, and I'm like, wow, you got Shakur Stevenson. This is top 3 pound for pound in the world. So if you have him on your book, it's going to bring a lot of credit to and legitimacy to the company. On top of that, I think Devin Haney possibly, maybe next. So I'm hearing a couple names possibly could be next on the Zuffa boxing. So we're just gonna look out for that. Shout out to, like I said, shout out to Dana White, shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh, shout out to all of y'all, man. For sure, I love it. So, but then Shakur had another viral moment on the Shannon Sharp podcast nightcap. Him and Ocho and ISO Joe on there, man. I love the show. This is one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite show. And this is my favorite show at night to catch. Like if I'm up and a live stream is on, I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch that live stream for sure. Definitely enjoy, the different perspectives that you get from all 3 of the cast members on there. But Shakur came on the show, and him and Unc had it out a little bit, a little something. I felt like it got a little too personal. I do. I feel like it got a little too personal on both sides. I definitely think that Shakur has to stop taking every criticism straight to heart, He has to stop taking every criticism straight to heart. But I also do understand, though, trying to debate boxing with him. It's not a good idea. This guy's in the gym. This is what he does. It's kind of like him coming on the show and debating football with you. But you can't have difference of opinion. So that's my thing. I feel like Unc is right, but I also feel like Shakur is not wrong for challenging Unc's homework status. For to say Shakur is not in trouble, he don't get in trouble in any of the fights, it is ridiculous. Because if you go back and look, not only he is getting judged based off of the De Los Santos fight, which I'm not gonna lie, since he's on Zuffa Boxing, if I'm him, I need to go ahead and right that wrong and go ahead and get him up out of here, so I can right that wrong and that can be up off my record. Because to me, he don't even have a loss on his record, but people like to say he just ran the whole fight, right? Okay, cool. But now y'all call him a runner. Now y'all saying he's a runner. He's this, he's that. But if you go look at a lot of other most Shakur fights, he's the one backing the other guy up. He's one backing another guy up or catching him with counters or a slip count. Being a real slick boxer, you know what I'm saying? Being able to box off the back foot, being able to box side to side. I mean, this dude, he does everything. And everybody gets mad at him because he stay on the phone, which means, you know what to stay on the phone means. Just have your hands up by your ear. Because he does that, they look at him as it's a boring style because he's not getting exciting knockouts. He's not doing that. But if you love the sweet science of boxing, that's who Shakur is for. He's for those who love the sweet science of boxing. And it's okay if you don't like the sweet science of boxing, but don't make it seem like somebody else's style is boring because they embody it. If you want to say boxing is boring, then just say that. You want to see some fisticuffs. You just want to see a street fight. This is boxing, man. This is a little bit more different than that. If it was about a street fight, then a lot of more guys would get involved into this world. But it's not street fight. This is boxing. It comes with it's a skill attached to boxing. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel both of them on both of their points. I do feel like Shakur took it too personal when bringing up the situation with him. That was too much. He didn't do it in the interview. He did it previously to that. But I think he was just pissed off because is calling him boring and he's saying stuff about him and all that. And the word got back to him and all that kind of stuff. So, but I hope at the end of the day that was the end of it, and you get peace and resolution to that thing right there. Because at the end of the day, as black men especially, we got to know how to control our emotions, control ourselves, and learn how to speak to one another and how to engage in conversation and dialogue with one another without it getting to the point to where it has to get personal. You understand what I'm saying? It don't need to get personal. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was an amazing interview. It was funny, great, great conversation and everything. So, so I want to just touch on this fight that's coming up in 2 weeks. We got Spence for the return against Tszyu. So Tszyu to me is a tough Australian fighter, hard hitter, all of that. I feel like some of that glow has went away after the Fondora situation. I feel like the Fondora situation was eye-opening, no pun intended, for me as a fan, and eye-opening for me looking at the mystique of Tszyu, what he was before that, because he was knocking everybody out. Everybody was going down. You get in a fight with Tszyu, it was over with. You understand what I'm saying? And but now he's fighting the Spence, who's hungry, who's been gone for 3 years, who's heard all the whispers. You got to realize he's been hearing all y'all talk. Oh, he looks stiff. Oh, he's old. Oh, he can't come back. He can't do it. He's been out the ring too long. He's this. He's that. He's this and that. He's heard all of it. And what I like about him is Earl is very quiet, but he's working. We know he's working, but he's quiet. Shh. Keeping it on the low. And like I said, for me, that's the most important thing. Put the work in. All the flashing camera stuff and the media stuff and all that is obligations and it's cool. But I love that we're keeping it fighting. They went old school with it. Let's just fight. All the talking in the world, let's get that mess up out of here. I don't want to talk, I want to fight. And Spence is giving me that. He did miss a press conference he was supposed to have set up with Tszyu, which I think, like I said, it is unprofessional on Earl's part. But I think Earl's saying, I just want to fight. I'm tired of talking to this guy. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to kick it with him. I don't want to skate with him or nothing. That's what he's saying. So Spence is just ready to fight. And when you're ready to fight, man, you're just ready to fight. And I think we're going to get a good Spence that night, a great Spence that night. I do think we get a great Tszyu that night. I think we're in for a great fight. I do. I'm not going to give my prediction now. Of course not. We got to wait till the breakdown to do that. But preliminary thoughts on this, man, it's going to be a test of wills. It's going to be a test of heart. It's going to be a test of determination, drive, just trying to push through. It's going to be a test of that. And so we're going to see, man. I'm happy. I'm excited. Can't wait for it. This has been a great show. I appreciate y'all for joining me today, man. All the love and all the support. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you get notified every time I drop a vid. This is Cassanova's Boxing Pit. No corners. No scores. No judges. Just all facts. Until next time. Peace.